So Avery, personally, what 44 yards in this game mean for you?
Everything. I don't really want to talk about it too much, but that's been on my mind a lot. That would mean a lot to me. I know it's been a while since there's been a 1,000-yard back. I think it's like 2017. And for me, that's always been like a personal goal. I remember my first meeting with Coach Norvell back in Nevada. I told him I was like, because he made us like write down like all our goals. And I remember asking my running back coach at the time, Pi Tua, he's like a big Hall of Famer in Nevada. And I was like, is Coach Norvell, has he ever had a 1,000-yard back? He's like, no. And I remember telling Coach Norvell, I want to be your first as a head coach. So it'd be really cool for me to, check that off my checklist. Yeah.
James, have you been impressed with the way this team has approached this game? It's been a long time since you have played, but do you feel like you guys have kept your edge and you won't feel that rust that sometimes you see from teams when there's such a long delay?
Right. Given the fact that we had this much time to prepare since the Utah State game, I feel like we come to practice with a lot of energy, a lot of focus, a lot of attention to detail. So I'm real impressed, but I knew it was going to happen. Yeah.
How motivated is this team to win this game? How important is it for you guys?
I know we're real motivated. Coach Norvell said today, like, this win will separate us from a lot of teams in the past. And, guys that's been here for a long time, we've seen a whole bunch of guys come in and leave. But, leaving your mark requires separation from everybody that came to CSU.
I ain't come here to lose, so I mean, for me personally, like, I'm treating it like any other game that I ever played in. Like, we give it my all, and I know just from the senior aspect, I know the young guys will follow the seniors. We've been talking about this for a while. We were short of our goal from the championship. I mean, we could still win a ring, and that's on everybody's mind. Hopefully, I'm hoping that. I know it's been on my mind. I know there ain't been no jewelry around here in a while, so let's go ahead and check that off the checklist too.
Is it kind of a weird process right now in terms of trying to prepare for the postseason? And there's obviously like the transfer portal stuff. There's just so much happening. It's kind of chaos.
I mean, me personally, I got a week left, so I haven't even thought about any of that. I don't care. I mean, I know who my teammates are, and everybody who's here is all that matters to me personally.
What's that anticipation like going through that kind of 3-week practice window, waiting for the bowl games? 21 days, that's a really long time.
I mean, I think the biggest thing for us was everybody was anxious to know who we were playing and where we were playing at based off of the other games. But this time period that we had off, everybody needed to get healthy. It was a long physical season. So, I mean, that was the plus for me. I'm not really anxious. I mean, they're a good team, and I respect them. But like I said, I'm treating this like any other game. Scouting report was today. Tomorrow is a work day. Wednesday is a work day. Thursday walkthrough. Friday, Fast Friday, and then Saturday is time to suit up.
And James, for you as an interior defensive lineman for Miami, the offense, they throw it and pass it almost at the same rate. Really balanced. How much more cerebral do you have to become when you're playing them on the 28th?
Well, we know they're very veteran up front. I think 4 of the 5 are either in their 4th or 5th year. So we know that we have to make them stop the run. We have to make them run the ball on us, but we have to stay firm in our front 7. And we know they're balanced. They do the same stuff a lot, and they're very good at it. They rely on fundamentals. So just stopping them at what they do is the key, and how we're going to, try to win this game.
You both talked about the scouting report. When you look at their numbers compared to yours, it's almost mirror image. Does that make this game somewhat interesting because they've gone about their season very much the same manner that you guys have?
No.
No?
No. We have an identity, and I plan on sticking with it. I don't plan on changing that for nobody. So, no.
But what was that identity? Because you guys talked about earlier in the year that you guys wanted to adapt something. What do you guys feel like you settled on?
Being physical and playing off of each other and playing until the whistle blows, and playing for the Lord, and having each other's back when somebody goes down, and the younger guys being prepared. It's just really just that soldier mentality, and just coming ready to play. You came here to play CSU football, and mean, that's what we're here to do. We got a week left, so.
Avery, what's it kind of been like seeing some of the younger guys on offense step up in some of these practices? Guys like Jordan, Tommy, that are getting a little bit more elevated roles this time of year.
Oh man, I'm stoked for those guys. You know, I don't think they know how good they really are yet. Once they get older, they'll kind of probably be like me and be like, man, I wish I would have did this just a little bit different. You know, but from an older guy aspect, you know, I want them to just go out there and just play. Don't think about anything. Just go out there and just play football like how they played this whole season in high school and Little League. Just go out there and have fun. You know, we're going out there, you know, to Arizona to have a little bit of fun, and it's a business trip, but, you know, don't make it too much bigger than what it actually is.
As someone who's got to know Jacob a lot the last couple of years at two different spots, what was it like to see him get a couple different All-American honors?
I love that, man. Shout out Jacob, man. He's the I don't even know the word that I'm thinking of, but he's always done everything right. You know, he's somebody that I've looked up to. You know, me and him played in our first game together at Nevada, and we're playing our last game together here. And you know, I've seen him grow. I mean, and he's always been a dominant player, but you know, he's never got the love that he really deserved. And you know, for him to get that on his last season, I'm really happy for him.
James, your first bowl game, so I know you're looking forward to the game itself, but there's always things that come with the bowl game. One of them is going to be like a kids clinic. You guys are getting NIL out of that. You look forward to those things as much as the game or as the added part of the game?
Just a little bit added part of the game. You know, we're looking for the game itself, just looking forward to that. But, you know, it's always nice to know that, you know, doing a little bit of a community service and all the activities, but that's something to look forward to, but not as much as the game, in my opinion.
James, on the defense side of the ball, there's a lot of veteran guys on this team. I mean, how much have guys like Henry, Chase, Jack just been so vocal through these practices and just making sure everybody is ready and kind of knows the stakes of what this could be?
Yeah, they're very vocal. I told them the other night at dinner that I'm proud of them for being who they are as far as being vocal, being able to talk in front of our team, being vulnerable. Sorry, that's it. But yeah, I just told them that, you know, keep doing what you do, let that carry over, you know, in life. But I told them I'm proud of them, and the young guys really see where it comes from. Being an older guy, you know, comes from just a lot of hard work and dedication. So that what helps them be vocal, you know, for the team.
Avery, you touched on it a bit, but like you feel a little bit better from the break. Your running back room almost looks like it did 5 weeks ago when everybody was healthy. How does that feel encouraging for you going into this game, that it seems like you got the whole troop?
Well, we got numbers, and you know, we got depth in that room, as I've been saying. You know, I'm sorry, but you know, they get a chance to show what they can do for next season. You know what I mean? You know, I obviously want to play as much as I can, but you know, I'm hoping we blow the doors off of them and we can get some of those younger guys in so they can show what they can do next year. You know, I'm excited for guys like Jay Marsh and Dupree, Damian. You know, those guys are really talented, but they're kind of like, you know, the same thing with the receivers, the younger guys. They don't really know how good they can be. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You know, I've been twiddling my thumbs for weeks now, man. So let's just get it going.
Have you guys had a chance to reflect on kind of the growth of this program since you came in versus where it's at? Because I mean, you said you didn't come here to lose, but this was a program that for a long time did a whole lot of losing.
Yeah, I mean, we've been preaching that since we started winning, since we went on like that 5-game winning streak. And I remember telling the guys, like, look, you know, we're the top dog right now, but not too long ago we was the lowest on the totem pole. So don't forget that feeling, like, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm hoping, you know, with the younger guys, after all these older guys, you know, leave and, you know, they paved the way, I hope they don't lose that edge, because it's really that small when it comes to winning a game. Just how much more you want it, how much more are you willing to work harder than the other guy. You know, I don't know how many teams there are, there's like 12, but you know, there's a lot of guys that do the same things. They have winter workouts, they have spring ball, they have summer, you know, and a fall camp. What are you doing that's separating yourself from all those other guys? Because everybody's talented, but you know, everybody has an identity, and you know, if you stick with that identity and you know, play 100 miles per hour, you know, the team that's more prepared is going to win. And I think that's another thing is the preparation part. You know, that's kudos to the older guys. You know, we've been here for a while. You know, my first year here, we were 3-9. You know, and then the next year 5-7, and now we're 8-4. You know what I mean? And that's just picking up where we left off. I feel like, you know, just knowing where we messed up in past years, and now, you know, we're more experienced, and I think that's the beauty of all this, especially with the guys that are coming in. It's like, you know, it can flip. You know, I mean, even the first part of the season, you know, we won what, we were like 1-2 when we first started, and then everything just kind of changed after the Oregon State game. You know, we kind of found our mojo in that game, and we just kind of ran with it because we knew how good we could be, and nobody likes that losing feeling. So, yeah, man, we just got to keep doing what we're doing, man, and you know, I hope nobody lost their edge.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.